Somewhere in the dark and nasty region, where nobody goes, stands an ancient castle. Deep within this dank and uninviting place, lives Tom.
Hello.
Overworked servant to the thing upstairs.
Tom, baby!
But that's nothing compared to the horrors that lurk beneath the trap door. For there is always something down there, in the dark, waiting to come out.
Well, we're just trying new things today, aren't we?
The Trapdoor, a stop-frame animated show that ran from 1984 to 1986. The show came from the minds of Charlie Mills and the late Terry Brain, with comedian Willie Rushton providing all of the voices. It was set in an ancient castle following the day-to-day life of Burke, a blue Easter egg thing with limbs, serving an unseen bellowing monster known as the Thing Upstairs. Assisting him are his best friend Boney and their pet Drut.
So, Burke's best friend's a skeleton. Just like me, ain't that right, Roger? Roger!
So, why the name? Well, the castle has a trapdoor which Burke watches over. However, deep below are a whole host of monsters which constantly break out and cause trouble. Oh, it's been a while. Well, all monsters except for their friend Rog, who appears on occasion to help out, who I always imagined was just a hairless Donkey Kong.
I can't squeak.
But the problem is, episodes of Trapdoor are like 5 minutes long. So what I've done is I've picked 5 episodes from the show's 2 seasons. Not sure what I'm going to achieve with that, honestly.
We might as well look at the very first episode to see how the show began in breakfast time. This episode sees the Thing Upstairs waking up and demanding food. Sounds like me in the morning.
His master's voice.
Where's my breakfast?
Oh, certainly, sire. Great bags full of it, sire.
The first thing that leaps out about this show is just how much detail has gone into all the little creatures running around the castle. It makes it feel more lively and gives the animators something to do when the main characters aren't required to move for a few seconds. That and the unique art style the backgrounds have gives the show its own feel. There's just so much life in every shot.
Oh, sniff that.
See, I don't even know how to respond to that.
Before Burke can even think about it, the Thing Upstairs warns Burke about touching the trapdoor.
Are you fiddling about with that trapdoor?
Oh, no, sir. Certainly not, sir. No, as if I would.
And what horrors emerge in the show's very first episode?
Worms. Worms? Worms.
Just kidding. Big monster. Which reminds me of Dana Carvey for some reason. It might be the squinty eyes and the smirk. So the monster begins eating Burke's prepared food after doing that, which makes Burke very cross.
He's eating his breakfast.
Oh wow, 2 monsters for the price of 1. We're just out the gate with that, aren't we?
You know, seeing this big red thing actually reminds me of something Trapdoor has going for it. It may not appear to be, but this show gets pretty creepy at times. Borderline scary. Later episodes feature monsters that eat everyone, transformations, and Burke even falling into the trapdoor. For a kid, that's some pretty creepy shit to take in. I mean, seeing the big red thing chase Burke while spouting out eloquent dialogue.
Gesundheit.
It's just unnerving. I don't know, something about the clay models mixing with 2D backgrounds, it's a tad uncanny. Of course, it leads to Burke saying this.
Oh, glob it.
You can't hate things like that.
So, how does Burke best this beastie? By hiding behind a mirror where it sees its own reflection, gets scared, and then falls down the trapdoor.
On reflection, I think that worked quite well.
So one big question remains. What about breakfast?
Where's my breakfast?
Inside the big yellow thing, your platitudinousness.
I will in no way question that.
The Thing Upstairs finally gets his breakfast and crisis averted.
The show started from humble beginnings, so let's take another look at season 1 just to see how much improvement there was in such little time.
The next episode on our list is The Little Thing,
Do you think maybe he's compensating for something?
which sees Burke chasing down a froglet from the Clangers. I'm not even joking, it looks and sounds the same.
I'm gonna nail that trapdoor shut one of these days.
2 seasons later and he's done nothing.
Find out, Drat.
Oh, they've tried for the clay. Oh, well, that's a little bit redundant. This isn't really a bad day for you then, is it?
So Burke tries to catch the blob, which I realise is just the EDF Energy mascot, as it speeds around causing havoc.
Him upstairs is fast asleep and he'll go spare if you wake him.
So all the Thing Upstairs does is eat and sleep. Is he a student?
This episode is much further into season 1 and already I can tell the animation is improving. The models are getting smoother and while it's not perfect, for a very small crew, it's pretty impressive. Burke corners the creature and it enters the thing upstairs' bedroom, or rather...
His bedroom.
Yup, going into his bedroom. His bedroom. There aren't even any windows in here.
Now, here is why I picked this episode. Imagine being a kid and a Trapdoor fan, and then seeing this.
Don't want to wait for it.
After several episodes of hearing him but never seeing, we see that. And this is all you see for the rest of the show. The rest is up to your imagination, so God help you, you sick fuck.
Well, you're going back down that trapdoor, you little grot.
You watch your language.
Also, I don't know why, but hearing the thing upstairs wake up in confusion amuses me so. Probably the Cockney accent.
What are you doing all in my boudoir? Cozy great blue lamp.
Hell, I mean, Burke's got a West Country accent, and I'm from there, so that's skirt lush, that is. Let's just move on. It's time to dive into the show's second season with Mony Boney, which sees Boney bored out of his mind as Burke prepares food.
Something beginning with teeth.
Me!
And apparently the trapdoor leads to hell as a little demon flies out and approaches Boney. Here is where the shift in seasons really comes through. Not only are the character models smoother and more defined now, but the attention to detail is enhanced. It was good before, but now there's constant movement, which for claymation is very, very impressive.
Look at my body.
What? Phrasing? What?
What are you doing here then? Oh,
Okay, now Burke's a froglet. What the fuck is going on?
I like your body.
Mwah. Good night, everybody.
This episode is just a mind fuck. Like, I can't even keep up to comment on it, but I suppose that's what Trapdoor does well. For a simple concept, episodes aren't that repetitive. Like, did you expect to see this when you woke up? No. No, you didn't.
It's not your hole, it's my hole. My hole, my hole, my hole, my hole.
It's off to work we go.
And the reason for all this mind fuckiness, trademarked, it was all a dream. Or maybe it wasn't.
Now, when I decided to look at Trapdoor, I had one episode in mind. The Splund. The Splund in his bedroom.
The Splund begins with the thing upstairs, as Burke puts it,
Overgrown fat sacks in one of his hungry moods.
and he's doing nothing but eating. Like I said, student.
Oh, Bert, I've split my pajamas.
That will never not be funny.
So, Burke sets off to fix
My pajamas.
while the trapdoor opens on its own. Suddenly, this freaky fucking thing emerges.
This looks like a nice place.
Yeah, I picked this episode because, really, the Splund freaks me the fuck out. Out of all the monsters, he's clearly the smartest because he's capable of full horrifying speech, can teleport, and uses more than just brawn to scare the protagonists.
Tell me, what do you taste like?
As fucking creepy as this is, notice how much more dynamic the show has become shot-wise. Let's just look at that. Just don't do a close-up.
Why would you?
Well, there's my good friend, Burke.
Yeah, Burke's kind of a weird name. Not a fan of dragons then. With the Splund intimidating the gang, Burke returns after fixing
My pajamas. Boogie with me head in the bog. Well,
Oh, no, you can't move on from that. What? Head in the bog? End the bog.
Just call me the Splund.
well, call me the Splund Popper. Oh, well done, Burke. He was nothing but a big bag of wind, Boney.
Burke killed a guy. Now I think it's finally time to look at the very last episode of Trapdoor and just bookend this video like I know what I'm doing. I do not.
Well, the episode's called The Big Red Thing, so I'd imagine... yeah, I'm Sherlock fucking Holmes. So, the plot here is that the Big Red Thing is back and wreaking havoc. Rog arrives, and even he isn't safe from the monster.
It's gonna hurt! I'm angry. Really cross.
Rog takes the fight outside while Burke and Boney try to keep up. Well, at least we know being the last episode, the Big Red Thing's gonna be defeated and...
Poor Rog's lost.
What?
He won't wake up, Boney. I'm afraid he's gone.
No, you can't pull this. It's the last episode, you can't do this to me.
Poor brave Rog. He sacrificed himself to save us. Goodbye, Rog.
Yeah. That's how it ends. Rog's dead. Roll credits. Getting Deadly Creatures flashback for some reason.
So after all these years, Trapdoor still holds up pretty well. For a small team, the animation is very impressive and only got better with time. Also, you can't hate Willie Rushton's performance as all the voices. That and...
Hello, Bert.
Ooh, you bastard!
Rog's alive! Whatever happened to that big red thing then? Don't know.
This is a video I made, and this was a video you watched, so thank you for doing so. And happy Halloween! If you liked what you saw, why not like and subscribe this video, because I think that's a thing YouTube invented for that exact purpose, for liking and subscribing. Don't question it, that's just what people do. If you want to see more content from yours truly, then you can click on the left for my most recent review of Pokemon Puzzle League. In the middle is my review of Sonic Riders Zero Gravity. And on the right, my review for the herbs. Well, that's all from me on this Halloween. Ta-ta. Again, that voice still hurts.
Ain't that right, Roger? Roger!